Man, I love these lazy Saturdays.
Boss? It's Wednesday.
Work! Man, I love these real Saturdays. I like that fake Saturday that almost got me fired. So, what are we working on this month? I don't know, I kind of wanted to smooth it out a bit. You know, we've had some amazing singers on here, and we did write a love song, but we've never really done a jazz, soul-inspired hip-hop track. You know, to me, I feel like hip-hop was born from soul music, so when it's missing, it kind of hurts my heart a little bit, you know what I mean?
Are you offended?
Wounded even? Hurt, Jin? Anyhow, started working on this song a while ago. I kind of want to give it to the viewers this month, but there's a lot of moving parts to this song. I ought to get started calling around now. Assembling the super friends, are you? You could say that. I don't know about you, but I always think of woodwind and horn instruments when I think of soul music.
Oh, I know what you're planning. You're gonna call Kearney, aren't you?
With Ozzy and Robo J as well. Yep, and that's just for starters. This month is going to be action-packed with talent. I hope you're ready. Welcome back to Poeticon Music. I am your songwriting, puppet wrangling MC host with the most. Joined by artists of every kind, each month we create an original song from start to finish. Tune in Fridays for music and hip-hop tutorials packed with Easter eggs for your weekly nerd fix. We see you, nerds. Don't hide in the corner like the Blair Witch Project. I love making this show. Every week I get messages from singers, actors, models, directors, producers, and some of the most incredible fans a guy could ask for. If you've been enjoying Poeticon Music so far and you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and click that red button and the little bell thingy so that you can join our loyal clan of geeks. Can't have you sneaking away to some other hip-hop tutorial show with cooler puppets and a host with more tattoos on his face.
What do you mean, cooler puppets?
Hey, come on, Tonic, you can't even blink.
Yes, I can. Watch this. Did you see it?
Alright, folks, let's get started. This month's instrumental is the best kind of collaboration. When three incredibly talented musicians came together on a platform called Hit Record, they created something magical. So I asked them to tell us a little bit about how that song came to life. Here's a sample.
So I guess my musical contribution to this is basically the little seedling that grew into this massive tree of music. Back in 2011, I uploaded this beat, guitar riff thing. A year after that, in 2012, the guys at Hit Record tapped me to turn this little riff into a full-blown song. And Ozzy was one of the first people to contribute something, and he contributed this beautiful like electric piano piece. I loved it, and I always have loved it. And I was at some point about like a couple of years after that, I was just thinking of what I could make on the side, just meandering thoughts, and I found that piano part again, and I found this little drum beat that I liked, and I just started to mess around with it, and and it actually kind of worked, and I played some bass on it too, and then I played some guitar on it, and it turned out to be on its own little thing really nice. And then sometime after that, Matthew did a great remix of that, and it turned out so great. And so, and I'm glad it really has gone off for that, because, you know, that's one of the great things about hit record is that, you know, you can turn, you know, these little tiny beats and riffs into something even more than beyond that you can possibly imagine. So I'm glad it went off then that way.
Hey, this is Kearney, Mary Beth, but I go by Kearney sometimes. So I recorded the saxophones for Ride With Me, and it's been a little while since we did that song, so listening to it was a lot of fun just now. I forgot how much I loved it. So I just recorded the saxes towards the end of the track, and my goal was just to kind of vibe with what was already happening. Robo J and Ozzy came up with something really smooth, so I just wanted to complement that and just do a little bit of contrast. And hopefully it was something that worked and that people enjoyed. I just kind of stacked horns on top of each other, so I think there was maybe 5 or 6 saxophones with different harmonies. And yeah, it was a good time.
Music and movies share one very important similarity with magic tricks. And that is, if you pull it off, you leave the entire audience stunned and wondering how the hell you did that. Either that or they're throwing Rotten Tomatoes at you. Here's how we're going to arrange the lyrics for the song. There are 96 bars in this instrumental. First, there's a 2-bar intro that sets the tone for the song, and I was instantly drawn in by the drums and the piano riff. The intro gives way to an 8-bar hook with the addition of electric guitar and bass. Verse 1 is usually where I start my writing. In this case, the guitar bursts into a melodic grooving jam, and when the guitar solo ends, you'll notice the same piano melody as you heard in the first hook. This is where we will plant our second hook. After the second hook, there are about 4 bars of build-up before a piano solo breaks out. These 4 bars will be an excellent place to just vibe out. It'll give the audience an opportunity to build some anticipation for verse number 2. That piano solo has 18 bars of awesomeness. This is where we're going to put our second verse. Afterwards, you'll notice that the same piano melody from the previous hooks comes back, but this time for 16 bars. This is going to be an excellent place to plant a bridge and a hook combination, so we'll do 8 bars for each. Now this combination is repeated again for another 16 bars. Now of course, we could add another verse here, but every good song needs a climax. So we'll do another bridge and a final hook before we ride out for the last 4 bars of the song. Man, this song has a lot of jazz and funk elements to it. And I love to sing personally, but for this, I think I really need somebody who can deliver that old soul music type of vibe. Thankfully, I already know who I'm gonna call. One of my absolute favorite things about creating and hosting the show is all of the wonderful people that I get to meet along the way. If you want to chat about movies, music, posters, video games, toys, and all manners of nerdiness,
He actually talks about hip-hop sometimes too.
and we can talk about music, we can talk about hip-hop too. Find us on Instagram at Poeticon Music. Send me a message and let's chat. And if you have a partnership with producer KE on the track, or if you make cartoons and logos and digital art, get ready to spam me right now. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Tune in next Friday for the words to this chilled out neo-soul classic. We'll have guest appearances from inspirational MC Sean Elliott and vocal mentalist Campaign. You don't want to miss a single moment this month, so hit subscribe now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next week.